Hello, this is Keith Kirkland, the engineering manager here at VISO Trust. Today we are going to be exploring the assessment summary and the artifact intelligence. And what we'll do is we'll look at that through the default relationship that gets created for you whenever you self-register on the platform. So whenever you self-register on the platform, you'll see your very first relationship gets created for you with VISO Trust. So you can click on this, and that'll bring you right into the relationship details page. And there's a lot of very interesting things here that we'll certainly get into in later videos. But ultimately, what we're going to be focusing on today is the assessment summary and the artifact intelligence. So whenever you click on the last tab here, the assessment tab, you'll see the assessment timeline. So when the assessment was started, whether or not the third party was involved, when the review of that assessment occurred from our VISO Trust team, and then when the assessment was overall completed. During the assessment process, there's going to be a collection effort to collect documents associated with that vendor, and you could supply those yourself if you have those. There's public information that could be provided, or the vendor can perform a collection effort where they upload documents through an invitation. And so, in this particular case, the third party was not involved, and that's with us, VISO Trust. And you could see the assessment summary here, where we walk through the context of the relationship, which data types were in scope, what type of documents were analyzed as a part of this assessment. Were there any deficiencies? Were there any controls that weren't a part of the overall larger scope of the audits, the third party audits? And are there competent user entity controls in place? So you'll see the assessment summary here, and then scrolling down, you'll see a section here called Artifact Intelligence. And the artifact intelligence is the intelligence gathered on artifacts that were either provided through the assessment collection effort or uploaded, as or collected as a part of a public artifact gathering effort. And so you'll see these actual artifacts exist here on this tab, and you'll see the associated assurance level with these artifacts. And from here, you'll see if the artifact is of a type that can expire. What is the validation status of that artifact? So has it been completely validated from our audit team? If it's a subservicer, you'll see that information here. Who is the auditing body of that third-party audit? And how many controls were found as evidenced in that specific audit report? All right. And so each of these are selectable. And so whenever you select one of these, you'll see here in the security control domain section, the specific controls that we're looking for, or the control domains, which have control domains associated with, you'll have controls domains with associated controls inside of them. And you'll see the specific detections that are mapped into that control domain. And you can browse these. You can go and see where exactly the detection was identified. You can click on here and navigate directly to that artifact. You can see the assurance level, what page, which control IDs were mapped, and what is the detection type. So is it a subservice? Is it an exception? Is it a normal? Yeah, and you can do that across all of the specific control domains. And that is the assessment summary with the artifact intelligence. Thanks.